this week, an American Airlines engine caught fire and forced an emergency landing in Columbus. This after an apparent bird strike. Bird strikes are a common problem for airports, including Hopkins Airport here in Cleveland, where crews have their own unique way of keeping the wildlife away from planes. Lena Lai reports.
On the runways at Cleveland Hopkins Airport, Matt Moro is on a never-ending quest to keep wildlife dangers away.
Cleveland Hopkins and Cleveland is known as the forest city, right? So when they see the airport, it's a prairie in the middle of the woods, essentially.
Bird strikes are an everyday threat for planes, but losing an engine
Mayday, mayday, mayday. We had a bird strike and an engine failure.
is rare. It happened last weekend on a flight from Columbus to Phoenix when it flew right into a flock of Canada geese.
We're going to be in the Hudson.
A flock of geese also took out both engines in the Miracle on the Hudson flight in 2009. So with flares and air cannons,
To basically get them to fly away from the runway.
ground crews are constantly clearing the runways. And it's not just birds, but what attracts them too.
If it rains, there's a heavy rain, the worms end up on the pavement.
Yep, bird snacks. Last year, there were 112 wildlife strikes at Hopkins Airport, 2 of them damaging planes, involving a Canada goose, the other a red-tailed hawk. And after a bird strike,
Wipe the snarge off.
the bird forensics kit comes out to collect what's known in aviation slang as snarge.
Collect that, what we call snarge, package it up and send it to Washington, D.C. to the Smithsonian, where the database and the studying of all these birds occur.
It's the science behind the scenes to keep travelers safe.
And that last plane that you just saw was a newer 737 MAX. It's quieter for communities and noise pollution, but not so great for wildlife because, Laura, that rumble on the runway to warn birds and such is not as common, which is really adding to the problem.
We just learned a lot from that.
Snarge.
Very informative. Lena, thanks.